My ex love-bombed me when I was at my lowest, then dumped me saying he never even liked me. A year later, he showed up at my new job asking for a reference. He stood in my leasing office holding a folder against his chest, and for 3 seconds, neither of us said a word, because the last time I heard his voice, he was telling me I'd imagined our whole relationship. I looked down at the interview sheet corporate had sent over. Third name from the top, Corbin Ashby, 10:30 a.m. He smiled like this was a nice surprise. Naomi? Hey, it's really you. 14 months earlier, my life was fine. Small, steady, mine. I worked the front desk at a dental office. My mother, Renata, called me every night at 8:40 during her show's commercial break. I had a best friend named Imani, tacos every Thursday, a Mazda 3 with a check engine light I ignored. Then on a Tuesday in April, my mother didn't answer her phone by 9, which she never missed. I drove to her house telling myself she'd overslept. I found her on the kitchen floor, oatmeal still on the counter. The paramedic said the word aneurysm like it was supposed to help. It didn't. She was gone before I got there. 4 days after the funeral, I posted one photo of her on Instagram and put my phone in a drawer because I couldn't look at the notifications. That post is the reason any of this happened. I didn't know it then. A guy I'd had one marketing class with 8 years earlier commented on it. Corbin Ashby, funny in class, always something clever to say. We'd never dated. He wrote, "I'm so sorry. Your mom sounds like she was incredible." 2 days later, he messaged me privately, said he'd been thinking about me, hoped I had people around. Then he said the sentence that cracked something open in me. You don't have to be strong every second. It's okay to fall apart a little. Nobody else had said that. Everyone else told me to stay busy. He told me I was allowed to be a wreck. 3 weeks after I buried my mother. We started talking every day. Then he was calling at 11 at night just to hear about my day. By week 2, he was driving 40 minutes to bring me soup, standing on my porch in the rain, refusing an umbrella because he didn't mind getting wet if it meant I ate something warm. You don't have to let me in, he said. I just wanted you to have something warm. I let him in. I was 31 years old. I just watched my mother's casket lowered into the ground, and a man was standing in the rain proving, over and over, that he saw me. Imani noticed first. 3 weeks in, at our usual taco spot, she read a text where he'd written 3 paragraphs about how I was the strongest person he'd ever met. This is a lot, she said. You buried your mom 19 days ago. I told her it felt nice to be wanted. She said there's a difference between wanted and love-bombed, that she'd watched her cousin go through this exact thing after a divorce, and it took 2 years to climb out of it. I laughed it off. By 6 weeks, he said I love you in my kitchen, hands cupping my face like I was breakable. He talked about our future like it was architecture, apartments, a rescue dog, a trip to the coast. He said his family had money, that he was a sales director pulling numbers that made my paycheck look like lunch money, that a signing bonus was coming he might put toward a ring. He drove a leased BMW he babied like a newborn and never once looked at a check before grabbing it. I never saw his apartment. There was always a reason. He started steering me away from other people, gently enough that I didn't notice. Imani called it out one Thursday. I've seen you 4 times in 2 months. You used to text me pictures of your lunch. I told her his job kept him unpredictable. She asked if he ever met my actual people, or if it was always just the 2 of us somewhere quiet where nobody else could weigh in. I didn't have an answer. I changed the subject. My mother's birthday landed at the end of month 3. He knew the date. He promised to take the day off, said he already had something planned. I spent the morning at the cemetery alone, and came home to a text saying an investor needed to meet last minute. Could we push to tomorrow? I ate cereal over the sink that night and cried harder than I had in weeks. When he finally called at 10, breezy, apologetic, I told him it had been a hard day. I know, babe, he said. Next year I'll make it up to you. I promise. There was no next year coming, not the way he meant it. 2 weeks after that call, he sat me down at my kitchen table and told me about a business he needed my help getting off the ground, one he swore would take care of both of us for good. Full story is only on Spotify. Search LomuStories and follow.